Don't understand why the streaming portion of OBS is being such a bitch right now. There we go. Had to restart again. About a little less than 30 minutes left. Or is it? Yeah, here I am. Yeah, this OBS is getting frustrating right now. Trying to think of how to draw this portion. I want it to be a little more dynamic than the straight like side view that is being presented right here. Cause so far, hold on. So far, it's almost been a shot-for-shot recreation. Just some slight alterations here and there, especially to the title screen. Like the title screen is like the only thing so far is like really different, but afterwards, like everything has more or less been somewhat like a shot-for-shot thing. It's like the same camera angles and setup, but with like updated art and backgrounds. But I think I want to try to get little more dynamic. I know I kind of redesigned this portion here, have a bit more of a dynamic angle, but I kind of want to. I know I want to be a little more dynamic when the coyote lunges at the horned toad right here. Melody saying, "Could it be considered then that you are remastering the original?" Um, in a sense, yeah, I guess so. If I'm doing like a shot for shot thing, but I want to be a little more dynamic, and I definitely want to like do more traditional animation than the ancient tweening motion graphics animation that they got going here. So let me think. I'm trying to visualize how I want to see the shot in my head. Nobody says, "Oh, the director's cut version." um, yeah. I'm thinking. Hmm. It'd be cool to get like a quick shot of the coyote pouncing. So maybe just get like a kind of like a mid-range shot of the coyote as he's like kind of like crouched down a bit, but then like as he pounces, you see his entire like the rest of his body enter the shot, and then he like dives into the other corner. Like he starts from one corner of the shot, like he starts like kind of like right here, like just kind of illustrate this from your point of view. Starts like right here. Like why am I trying to illustrate this with my hands and fingers? Okay, so he starts here, kind of like crouched down, paws up, and then he's gonna lunge, but sort of like lunge almost to the camera. So it's gonna be a little more of a dynamic view. So as he's lunging, like he's gonna become like a he's gonna get closer to the camera. Somewhat like that. So he starts in this corner, he lunges, arcs into the rest of his body, kind of like enters into the shot, and he arcs in the middle of the shot, and then he exits in the opposite corner over here. And then in the next portion, maybe do like a kind of like a top-down view of the horned toad, just backing up a bit and just kind of cowering a little. So he's right here, and it's like a top-down view, and he's looking this way. And then we see the coyote enter the shot from this corner, like lunging at Old Man Horned Toad. But he's like the classic watching a fox dive headfirst into the snow. Yeah, a lot like that action. And then he grabs the horned toad, and then we just kind of like see him like the rest of his body like falls to the ground, and he slides a little bit. So this is him on the ground. This is like the same shot too, like from the top down. So he grabs the horned toad and like kind of slides a little bit. But then the camera's gonna refocus. Whoops. Whoops. So in this next shot here, the camera's gonna like refocus because it's gonna be like a static for the most part. But then when the coyote kind of slides out of shot, the camera's gonna follow along to refocus on um, Old Man Horned Toad in the clutches of Coyote. So then we're going to have that. And then the next idea I have to make the scene a little more dynamic is that the next shot is going to be just all black. And then we're going to see like a bit of light start coming through because this shot takes place inside the coyote's mouth. So imagine like a camera just kind of like sitting on the back of Coyote's tongue. So like the shot's gonna like start out all like just blacked out, but then when he opens his mouth, that's when you see like the light come in, and then you like that's when you notice that that's when you realize that this shot is like taking place inside Coyote's mouth. And this is just me just trying to spice up the original with like more fun and dynamic shots because uh, leading up to um, besides the beginning and leading up to this point, it's all just been kind of like recreating shot for shot, like what the actual cartoon looks like. But now this is my opportunity to just kind of like start having fun with it and make it look more interesting to like bring people more back into these old Coyote animations that I used to watch growing up. Marty says, I like this direction. It's starting to sound like a screwy squirrel cartoon. Yeah. And so we're going to see Old Man Horntoad right here, just looking, kind of like looking toward us, the viewer, as the camera's like sitting in Coyote's mouth. And he's going to be completely in Coyote's clutches. And then the mouth is going to open up that much more. We're still going to see like some pointy fangs and portions of the sides of Coyote's mouth as he opens up his maw to like just try to swallow the horn-toad whole. And from here, we can see horn-toad in the clutches of Coyote. And in the next scene, we just kind of like see like horn-toad like come like right up next to the camera because like that's when Coyote's just like shoving horn-toad right right down his mouth. And in this next shot, show show Coyote just shoving the last bits of horn toad down his throat. Om, 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 om. Or or should I just animate like from the same shot as like from within Coyote's mouth? Just animate the horn toad just kind of like sliding the rest of the way down. Like you see his face right here, but then just kind of like keep that going. Just like have him animate him like just kind of like sliding in and just kind of like signaling that he's just going the rest of the way down his throat, like face, back, legs, tail, and all. Moses says just over 10 minutes, nerd. Sweet. And then the same shot, just like the coyote closing his mouth, and it just kind of blacks out that way. I think I might go ahead and do that instead of like recreating the shot, because it feels that's what I'm doing is just that after I do something dynamic as I'm just storyboarding, like it would feel a little dull if I just kind of like recreated this shot, just kind of going back to the original format as it is. So I think I'll just go with this other idea of just animating the horn toad, just kind of like sliding the rest of the way down the coyote's throat, and then in the same shot, just like having the coyote like close his mouth and it just blacking out. So we'll just go ahead and do that. I think that'd be a little more fun to animate. So he goes down, and again, like it's still going down, and just kind of like animate the spines, the horn toad spines. Then we're gonna have his feet and his tail kind of go down. And so we see Coyote's mouth again from the inside, and then eventually it just closes. I want to make it a little centered. I, I'm thinking like maybe like we should like zoom out too, as if the camera itself is like kind of sliding down Coyote's throat. Melody's asking, do you plan to use the classic cartoon gag of them placing a stick or something between the predator's jaws? No, like since I'm going to be using the same audio, there's not much time for me to like squeeze in other gags because I'm going to be ripping the audio and just reanimating what's already been said, and like with the present music, the present sound effects, the present dialogue, and the present timing. So there's not going to be enough time to just throw in some of my own ideas. So I'm just keeping it more or less as is, but just kind of revamping the visuals that are already there, and just keep that going. Maybe in the future, if they want to do more animations like this, there might be room for something like that. But as for right now, like I can't, I don't have the time to squeeze in extra gags. And then what happens here in the next shot? Okay, he's just walking along, rubbing his belly. There's a bunch of crows in the corn. He shoos them away with a stick, while at the same time beating up all the corn stalks. Gonna animate him like kind of licking his fingers. Like one by one, just like mwah, mwah, mwah. He's very content with himself. Not only did he eat a lot of good roasted corn, but he got to eat a very meaty horned toad. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I went on a bit of a drawing spree here for this set of storyboards. Melody says, bonfire cooked baked potatoes. That sounds lovely. And Melody says that's time. Sweet. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed watching Twerkers, Jerkers, and Lurkers. If you want to donate to this endeavor, that'd be fucking awesome. I got a donation button somewhere in the section below. Go there, it'll take you to my Ko-fi page, and there you can donate any dollar amount, be it $1 or whatever you can spare. It'd be much appreciated. Or don't. I've been getting along as best I can without it, I guess. If you don't want to be cool. But yeah, this is like a community service project, so I'm not getting paid for it at all. But it'd be nice to get some community funding. That'd be kick ass. Um, just to make sure I'm comfortable and just help me put something toward like a small wood burning stove for this winter. That'd be fucking kick ass. But anyway, Melody says, psh. Yeah, Melody doesn't trust the community to help me worth jack because they haven't yet. Only a few choice people in my fold have been able to help me, and Melody's been a star at just keeping me fed with commissions and all that stuff. Melody says, "How much are wood burning stoves?" The cheapest one I could find is like a small portable camping stove, which I could probably set up in here and get like the stove pipes to like kind of go out my window, and it's like for $150. So it's not that bad, but it'd be awesome if I could get some community funding to help me purchase that for this winter. So if you like what you see, then and if you want to like just participate and help me keep this project going, and just please donate. It'd be much appreciated. But yeah, and I think that is about it. So yeah, so this has been Johnson Blackhorse, the one and only, and I shall check y'all later. Sweet. Bye.